Sanibonani bafethu, welcome to VukaL0va1 talk show. This is our show bafethu lana dipaliseng. VukaL0va1 talk show we are dealing with issues that is affecting the community as a dipaliseng bafethu ezingasolveki from dala back 1986 bafethu sabe sikhuluma ngayo yonke into. People who don't know about the history legacy you're gonna get it lana VukaL0va1 talk show. Who don't know ukuthi kenzakalani you're gonna get it lana VukaL0va1 talk show. Wena wakho ukuthi research bafethu and bring a change lana ekasi. Just go out there and research ukuthi yini estopha ukuthi singabi nezinto ekasi, estopha ama companies ukuze estopha ukuthi singaphumeleli, yini ecreate ukuthi abanye abantwana barutleke ngeengagement zabo ezikolweni from kudala bafethu. Lana kule show we are talking about that. Yabona, if you come here izanento yakho researchile silwe lempi sonke. VukaL0va1 talk show namhlanje bafethu we are going straight kubantu bathi basilwela umsebenzi bona basibiza ngedubo idipaliseng unemployed people's organization. Siyahamba siyobitha uma level asitshela ukuthi okay idubo kugcina kwayo yaqhasha abantu abayi46 then from lapha sangisezwe ngayo idubo and ipani ziyavela nanani yavela still idubo asaboni ukuthi ayisekho active ngalendlela. So bafethu namhlanje ngizophuma my presenter uzohamba abe busy ngaphandle asimi akhulume naye uSibulu ma 11 asitshele ngedubo asitshele ukuthi yini into ebavimbelayo maye ukuthi baqhashe ngalendlela lemba plan and ama plans wabo for 2019 bafethu. VukaL0va1 talk show it's all about nina lana edipaliseng. We gonna fight yonke into efoka edipaliseng with you bafethu singa change edipaliseng. Thank you.
Welcome to VukaL0va1 talk show. This is the show where we talk about the issues wasekasi. Today ngiphethe uMabuda umfowethu wokudope. Ngizomintroduce naye azintroduce then I'll introduce itopic yethu esikhuluma ngayo. Sikhuluma ngezinto zomsebenzi today. Sibhekane nento zoVukaL0va ukuthi sivuka kanjani, sithola kanjani umsebenzi. Mara uMabuda ubra wami zonke izinto namhlanje uzosiphendulela zona. Welcome Mabuda.
Thank you VukaL0va.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Mabuda ukuthi usinike lesikhathi uthami. Siyazi kulesikhathi samanje everyone is busy, everyone is doing their thing, but usinike lesikhathi sakho sokuthi sikhulume ngezinto zasekasi lethu. The reason why size kuwe sisiso is because sibona izinto ezibhaya besisukumela zasekasi. See, so sometimes kuba yithi isingafaki isandla ku ne organization ukuthi guys we here sinani kuyo yonke into eniphushayo. So today ama question wami wonke azobhekana nezinto zalonyaka singaqele kakhulu kuma previous. Ake sibheke kulonyaka ukuthi what are your plans? So far ngihejile nama stakeholders for this year plan ukuthi nifuna ukwenzani and sizosichasha kanjani and singaka abantu abasekasa bangasebenza. Ngicela nje ungicacisele your plan for this year. So far ukuthi engage nabo bani ukuthi nilwe nale unemployment.
Yeah, well, thanks VukaL0va Reality Talk Show and everyone who might be watching this wherever you are. Well, my name is Subusiso. I am the chairperson yakaDupo. uDupo it's the Dipaliseng Unemployment People Organization. It is an organization advocator unemployment and skills development, including economic development at large. So the interview of today and the purpose of today plans we do for this year.
Yes, sir.
The question says, have I engaged any stakeholders in terms of our plans for this year? And the response to that, as you know, today it is the 16th, if not 17th. It is the 18th of January.
Yeah.
So as it is the 18th of January, indeed, Veluch and our viewers, it is the busiest month for a structure of this caliber, Sagadubo, because in Yanga, la wonke umuntu ongasebenzi khona, la wonke umuntu ongabenefit khona is knocking at your door, looking for answers. So for now, we haven't met number stakeholders as it is the 18th of January today, but we are awaiting to engage all key stakeholders in terms of deliberating kuma-objectives nama-plans wa-today to try and reduce this kwayo, especially what is needed ila ma-stakeholders lawa phethe imisebenzi lawa okuma-employer, of which we're trying to get those through the leadership. So we are trying everything in our best, Mr. Zakes, to make sure that stakeholder engagement forum siyahlala, because lama issues they keep piling up.
Yes, man. Yeah, as much as unyaka uchubeka singakhona ukuresolve lama issues lawa last year, basichubeka nawo kuba na more number yabantu abangasebenzi. Okay, fine. What are the ways? How wenza kanjani ukuthi uhlangane nawo wonke ama stakeholders? Do you write for them, or you phone, or you go to their offices ukuthi are available in set up this meeting? Because vele njengoba sokuyi-18 usho January uyaphela. Yiphi indlela oyisebenzisayo ukuthi uzithole ukhulume nabo, uzithole uhlale nabo phansi nikhona ukudila nalama issue?
Wena Mr. Zakes, kunama platforms. There are various platforms of engaging. Kunama platforms afana ne stakeholder engagement forum. There is something like that. Ebizwa ngokuthi stakeholder engagement forum. But lama stakeholder engagement forum, they differ from one program to another. But to respond to your question in brief, we engage with these companies through our meetings of our stakeholders engagement forum. But mina njengoDupo, remember iDupo is a standalone organization, and iDupo, it is an organization of which it reports directly to the community. So it is within my own right ukuthi if there is a need for me to directly go to ESCOM, I should go to ESCOM. If there is a need for me to go to Sasol, I should go to Sasol. If there is a need for me to go to any company, I should be doing that. Ebuhlungu ke bafowethu ukuthi the easiest way to get these people, it is through local leadership. And I want to make it very clear to everyone that is looking at this video and everyone that is watching. It is never easy to access big giant companies if you don't have the political support from the political leadership. So if as a structure we are operating in our own line of platform, and leadership, executive mayor or speaker or MMC nabo, they have their own platform, yet we are pushing the same issues. It becomes difficult because we are pushing parallel issues with a common objective. So okwamanje bafowethu besakuzamile, if I may elaborate further, we have went an extra mile of writing letters to offices of executive mayor, to offices of municipal manager, because those are the accounting officers. This is one platform, this is one channel we use to get these companies. Ngoba lama companies esikhuluma ngawo, guys, they are right here. I don't know if I should be reading it. No, I don't know if I should be issuing you guys a copy.
No, you can read it. Even the date uyibhale ngayo, you can give it to us. Yeah, vele ufunde yonke sizothola ukuthi uzame ngayiphi indlela ukuthi ukhulumisane nabo.
Okay, indlela yokuqala ke viewers siyasayizama before I get into the letters, mhlambe ukuthi zakhele in some of the questions anawo azokhaveka on my elaboration. Mhlambe nawo ayithena ngagcina sewayi6, hoping that uzoba answered on issues. But the situation in the Paliseng bantwana basekhaya mphakathi wethu, we are at a very dire situation in terms of employment opportunities, in terms of economic development, in terms of SMEs development, in terms of economic development as a whole. Because remember guys, masikhuluma nge-economic development, that is something very broad. Education on its own, it's economic development. Business on its own, it's economic development. Amathuba omsebenzi on its own, it's economic development. Early childhood development on its own, it's economic development. So for the economic development ukuthi be viable nokuthi iphile, wonke lama different fields of development kumele aphile ukuze siyibone ukuthi iyaphila. So siyidiphalise ngila sikhona manje, I can confirm to you as a structure esibhekene nomkhakha we-unemployment and skills development to say it has indeed been confirmed to us by Eskom ukuthi Eskom will be shutting down sometime this year. Eskom nase ku-meeting last year usipha ama-cut-off dates wakhe. We all know ukuthi out of 6 units as a Grootvlei, it is only 3 units that is currently running. And out of those 3 units that are currently running, Eskom sekasinikeze ama-cut-off dates of those units. And the cut-off dates of those units, unit 3 cut-off date yakhe yi-30 zaka-April. Unit 1, I'm sorry, unit 1 cut-off date yakhe yi-30 zaka-April. Unit 3 cut-off date yakhe yi-30 zaka-May. Unit 2 cut-off date yakhe it's 2020, but it's conditional. Yes, unit 2 it's gonna be 2020, but it's conditional. The reality is that no power station can run with 1 unit. So the power station it's closing, guys. We need to accept that by June this year we will not be having a power station.
Okay.
And another sad news is that we have a mine that is under care and maintenance. And the sad news is that Iteba, which is a recruiting agent for Isibani, it's leaving Idipalise. On the 31st of May, Iteba is leaving. They have proven to us, they have given to us documents showing cancellation of lease. Now that is the reason siba ku dire situation Idipalise. And Tina structure as advocates unemployment and skills development, we're getting a pressure from everyone that is unemployed to say what is it that we are doing to try and control and deal with this situation. Yingako ke suthi postigcina sesibhala incwadi, sibhala municipal manager, sibhalela no executive mayor. Manginifundele ke ma viewers le incwadi lezi. Incwadi yokuqala sayibhala nge-7 January 2019 to the executive mayor and to the municipal manager. The letters, they have the same context, but they go to different offices. So this one of the executive mayor says, the one is ibhalwe 7 January fundeka kanje. It compliments of the new year. May there be a fruitful and progressive engagement amongst all key stakeholders with the objective of bettering the lives of the Balisang community and local economy. It is as a legitimate, registered and endorsed structure that advocates unemployment, skills development and local economy at large. We would humbly request a meeting with your office to engage, to discuss, to debate, but most importantly, to conclude on the following issues: the shutting down of Grootvlei Power Station, the Sibanye gold mine status, the issue of Mpumelelo mine, the municipal plan in terms of attracting investment with the objective of creating employment opportunities. We furthermore say we would like to request to have a meeting, to have this meeting any day from tomorrow, which is the 8th of January, but not later than the 15th of January, as other concerned groups or political parties might capitalize on these issues to advance their own objectives. The reason why I elaborate kanjalo, my leaders naninonke nibhekile, it is because kuwumsebenzi wami as NPO ebhekene naloko to deal with those issues and try and avoid certain political structures using that as their campaigning mechanism.
Okay, so Sbudia, Maupala these letters, this was the first letter on January, right?
Yes, my brother, this was the first letter on the 7th of January.
Yeah, did you get any response from the people of Babuyile by phone or by letter, giving you the date of Melenshale? Because Mautuapega, Maukuluma Eskom shutting down, ama unit, ama date work on are very close.
Yes.
If nizo engage very soon, maybe you might have a solution. Okay, fine. Did you get any response?
Unfortunately, my brother, there was no response, there was no form of communication done which then made us uDupo ukuthi sigcine sesibhala the second letter, of which I can also read.
The second letter, you can read it because you did the follow-up. That's the follow-up with the second letter. And also the second letter, you just read it, Mabule, as much as you want.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. As I have elaborated before, with the first letter was written.
Yeah.
So there was no response on the first letter. As a structure, we felt we should write a second letter because eventually we need to go back to the community and report.
Yeah.
So we decided to write the second letter, and on the second letter, we then decided to CC the MEC of Kokta, Baba Speed, and then we decided to also CC the Gert Sibande district mayor, which is Mr. Muzichiro, trying to see good bona as an upper level structure bangas assista kanjani. So this is how the second letter reads. Iti Executive Mayor, on the 7th of January 2019, Dupo wrote a letter to you requesting a meeting to engage on how best can we improve the alarming high volume of unemployment and the worrying state and drought of our local economy. Unfortunately, that letter was not adhered to, which is very disappointing. There's no form of communication was done. Dupo therefore writes this as a second letter requesting the same platform. Executive Mayor, as a structure advocating unemployment, skills development and local economy at large, Dupo feels that it is only fair that the community is engaged and informed of any development in terms of issues of unemployment and economic development at large. The issue of the cut-off dates at Grootfontein Power Station, the issue of Sibanye Burnstone mine being under care and maintenance, the issue of Sasol Mpumelelo mine not prioritizing our locals for employment. The issue of TVET College remains unattended by your office. Progress on the issue of the mini hospital. The issue of the police station that was promised to this community. Your intervention remains required on the issue of the Skills Development Center. The municipal plan in terms of attracting investment with the objective of creating employment objectives. The municipal plan, the economic municipal plan in terms of enhancing economic development. All the above issues are issues that cannot be ignored but need to be dealt with. The community of Ridgeview is mandated to compulsory pay rent, yet only 2 out of 10 are working there. Executive Mayor, please note that Dupo reports directly to the community as it is our constituents. However, because of recognizing yourself as leadership and recognizing your leadership with hope of working together, Dupo prefers or believes in engaging leadership prior mass engagement. Failure to respond to this second letter would be a clear indication of how much Executive Mayor cares about this community, and Dupo will be having a community meeting not later than the 25th. So viewers, now Mr. Zakel, the reason why we wrote this second letter, sahamba ke bafowethu sase sacela ne-D.M.P zase-police station so that this letter ibe valid, ibe legit. We are hoping ukuthi ama MECs of Kokta, about district mayor, they will come into the policing and assist, because sibona ngathi thina as a structure saka Dupo, our local leadership is not assisting abahlali balada in terms of ama employment opportunities.
Yeah, okay. Mabuda, ama letter senibhale to there is no response. So do you have an office whereby you can receive those letters, or whereby they can phone you and notify which one are available?
We do have an office. We had an office at Micro Industrial. We moved to Itusong Center. We had an office at Itusong Center. Unfortunately, because of our riots, the office led to Lalimala, Itusong, Washi Sasa, Washi office led to now Longamatoki. Everything that we had was destroyed.
Yeah.
But we still have the office go Micro Industrial. We're trying to rebrand the office because but siyatholakala through our emails and telecommunications, so we are accessible. But the office is there, but algakaphili busy. Siyalungisa ukuthi libe fully functional at the current moment.
So the office inasapota ubani ukuthi libe functional because malishiswa ilashiswa phakathi kwe-center ispanisana nesasa. So isasa today is working, then it means nani maybe some of the things zabuya ezizabhela. Did they give you something ukuthi nikhona ukuba ne-database so community khona obsession isebenzi around la ikhona?
Unfortunately, when Mr. Zakele, such was not done. IDUPO, as I have mentioned, which it is an NPO, which is a non-profit organization. Everything that we do it with passion and voluntarily so. So it is always difficult to outsource to get office equipment. So elaphila lembelphila iThusong belphila because besingaphansi kwe-umbrella yeThusong Center, of which iThusong Center, it is an umbrella ye-Cocta. You will realize, my viewers and Mr. Zakele, we were once part of a very successful story Thusong. As you can see, this book, viewers, it's a success. It's a stories of success, Thusong success stories. We were part of these success stories. It was written by Deputy President and former the then Deputy President, which is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, who is now President. So these are all the organizations ebewatholakala iThusong Center. So udipalise uDupo was part of them. So iThusong Center neCocta yaswelcome emagcekeni wayo as a structure babona ukuthi sincede umphakathi. But unfortunately, after ma riots kwamoshakala into eyiningi. And the reason why isasa yakhona ukuthi ibuye is because isasa it's got money and isasa is financially stable. So mina nguDupo, I'm an NPO, I don't have any source of income. I depend on funders that are not funding. So we had to go back to micro-industrial, of which is in a lease agreement in Masipala. So that is the unit we are trying to revitalize.
Okay, my brother. Isn't it a job yawo ama-stakeholders wethu ukuthi asenze le office lethu libe active? Ukuthi mabafuna abantu bezewulo le office lethu futhi laba bazothola abantu khona. Sibe nayo iPC izosenzela i-database, sazi ukuthi sinabantu abayingakho abasebenzayo nabantu abayingakho abangasebenzi. Who actually should give us that equipment ukuthi office lethu libe active?
Yeah, no, good question indeed. Yes, it is like that, Mr. Zakele, unfortunately. These stakeholders, these companies are the ones who must assist this DUPO in ensuring which appeal, because the very same DUPO is to assist bona ukuthi babe ne-access of information and ukuthi babe closer to the community, because by working with DUPO they would then be closer to the community. Furthermore, it is the responsibility of the municipality to ensure ukuthi such exists in our area and such it's efficient and effective. Umasipala uye kumele abone Mr. Zakele ukubaluleka kwale structure nokubaluleka kwale office. Uma yena umasipala ngakubona ukubaluleka kwaloko, it becomes difficult for mina nguDupo to do it, because I'm doing it alone, yet I am an extra arm of government. I am actually assisting the very same government, the very same municipality. But the very same government and the very same municipality against next.
Okay, Mr. Sibusiso, awuthiya me le misebenze khona la around. Kuyachashwa ama construction, plus guys sometimes inokufuna abantu yonke nje imisebenzi akalayo nasema current beef bayan recognize banika that position ukuthi kube yini futhi njengoba kuyimvela abantu ebisirecruitelayo around.
See, when Mr. Zakes, the initial plan, the broader view of DUPO, it was that. That is why DUPO was born, so that we are able to monitor kulama companies to say employment locally kangakanani, skill unemployed, semi-skill and so on and so on. So unfortunately, my brother, it is not happening like that. And that is how we would want it to happen. kulama local projects kukhona lama project abizwa ngokuthi ama DLM. Ama DLM projects achaza ukuthi Department Local Municipality Projects. Kuma DLM projects unfortunately kuhluka nge-leadership ukuthi i-leadership i-prefer ukusebenzisana nani kangakanani. I can confirm ukuthi cishe bekungcono ku-leadership yabo Sarantlapho yabo Sithole because it was better in what way? It was better in a way of communication. I'm not saying they are perfect, my brother, but all that I'm saying ukuthi bebakhona ukusi-engage, bebasi-recognize
that opportunity.
Yes, yabona bebakhona ukuthi kuma consultations, kuma meetings wabo as leaders, nasifika ku unemployment and skills development, bebanga interfere, bebakhona ukuthi bathi there is a structure esibhekene nalezi zinto lezo. So besikhona ukuthi singene in that space. Bebakhona ukuthi kuwo wonke ama project akhona under DLM, under Department Local Municipality. So kuwo wonke ama project bawa under municipality, bebakhona ukusi-engage ukuthi there is a project ezoba khona kaso kuzochashwa sicela ukuthi nidlale i-role ngokuchasha lapho. So this leadership of the current executive mayor yo Mr. Makubo yo Mazanele, the current entire leadership, we don't have that working relationship nabo, which as a result yenza ukuthi kube nzima ukuthi ama functions wethu aphile. And uma kungaphilile idubo kulimala the very same community because manje information ayisaflow. So akuyenzeki wena my brother Eskom kwaqina ukuyenzeka during that tenure that leadership leyana, because you will remember guys nani numphakathi walana uDupo wa-indozwa and uDupo njengoba wa-indozwa the previous mayor which was Sarantlapho. So Sarantlapho endorsed us and she was able to say to Eskom, whenever there is employment opportunities you need to consult Dupo. So it was easier because Eskom became recognized. I remember ngelinye ilanga, if I may make a reference, abantu bala edibhalise they will remember that ke kwayenzeka sachasha 67 yabantu eThusong on a Saturday. People were there. That was life proof. Besifuna kanjalo ukuthi umuntu angasuki la ayofola i-agent lisuke esayidini lize la lizofuna umuntu. So that was the plan. So
there's no recognition.
It's not happening out here in this leadership to just to respond you agenzakala.
Kunama meetings abakhona ikune sine ANC youth league la sine DOP sine D.M.P le shoyo yephethe ama projects la, then maningahlala phansi nonke nibambisane nisebenzisane the number ingaminimizeka ngendlela right. So le recognition into siyidingayo ukuthi if they can give you the platform nidlala umsebenzi wenu as much as nayenza before. I was one of those people in abachasha power station. I was here futhi eThusong Center maniyenza lento leyo. I would wish to see it iqhubeke yenzakala. So senza kanjani ukuthi le chain ikhona ukubambisana futhi because we benefit from the chain. Siyaphila siyi community I chain if iqhubeka ibambisene. So how do we make this cabinet ekhona manje to recognize it?
Yo, Mrs. Akele, viewers, you see that is a very nice question, but it's a very, very complex thing. Because you see Akele angeke ungene phakathi kwenhliziyo yomuntu phakathi kwakho umchintshe. Ibhlungu lento le out here. Mina ngibelivela ukuthi if wena uthi mina ngeunderstanding yami executive mayor ipresident yakuleyo ndawo leyo. So as a president yakuleyo ndawo leyo thina siwumphakathi sibantwana bakho. It should worry you ukuthi uma umntwana ngalala ngadlanga wena udla kenzakalani engqondweni yakho. Uyanganastela uma kukhona i-structures fana nabo tupezizama ukukunceda in closing that gap but ungazi recognize kenzakalani kuwe uyi leadership. Uyanganastela mfowethu because ibhlungu ukuthi lezinto esizikhulumayo abo shutting down of Eskom abo sibanye under care maintenance ubaba wethu uyazi executive uaware ngazo zonke ayikho into entsha lapho. Uaware bayazi ukuthi I state of our economy sikuphi manje, but the question is what is it that they are doing. And if mina Dupong try to try and engage with these people, kuba ngathi ngiyathela amakhona. And ngiyenza mina lento lena ngenhloso yokuassista nokuthi i-economy ihambe nomphakathi ubenefit eqineni. I-glory yami nguDupo akusi-glory yami, i-glory yakamasipala. We understand employment opportunity created because mina ngi-advocated. The fact of the matter ukuthi that glory it's not mine, it's the municipality. Ukuthi umasipala waseDipaliseni ukhonile ukuyenza 1 2 and 3 wa create such opportunities, wa create such investment opportunities. So akwenzeki lokho. So ngiyafisa mfowethu ukuthi ingako ngibhala le ncwadi esizibonisa wonke lama viewers. It's a sign yokuthi ngiyafuna mina nguDupo ukuthi ngihlale nawe ngoba ngiyakudinga wena executive ne cabinet lakho, nawe uyangidinga mina Dupo ngila ku ground. I'm advocating this message. Yabona wena ku executive ngi-unlockele lama doors kula ma company ngikhona ukungena, ngikhona ukuthi ngi-advocate this very same community. So it's a question to say, if you are an executive or you are an MMC or you are a speaker in this environment lena, and ngokubona mina ngizama ngoku-engage, you are ungishaya isandla, you are turning a blind eye, ngisabathi ngiyak-engage ukuthi hey, there is an alarming situation you are ignoring. And the reason why I'm alarming you about an alarming situation, it's because I am on the ground ngiphila nomphakathi la kuMazi, and lo mphakathi ngiphila nawo la kuMazi mina ngithole eduze. And njengoba ngithole eduze ngikhona ukuthatha lama concerns wabo nga-observe. The reason why ngifuna uku-engage nawe as leadership is to share these concerns as raised by labantu. But when you're not giving me that platform, as a result ngibona ngathi it is one thing that is disturbing us, and eyenza ukuthi intuthuko yelokishi isalele emuva.
Yeah. So okay Mabula, i-plan leDupo li playing labonakala li straight nanoma imuphi umuntu nanoma ngabe yiphiliza engabuya izoengage nabantu abafana nayo. Asifuni ubuyele emuva. And I don't think iDupo iyafuna ukuthi sibuyele emuva whereby sesigcwale itrata services, but the way we are ngakhona they are pushing us there. Angali intombi mawishela awisheli ngayi-1 then expect ukuthi ucome. Yes, sayishela imeya yethu ngazo zonke indlela noDupo uyayishela, but the way when ibona ngakhona, where are they pushing us? Which platform manje kumele sisebenzise if we try to write and we try to go to their offices but they don't come back to us? Which way are they pushing the mass? I-mass izoyenzani masonje? And when you plan the meeting in the community, what report are you going to give to the community?
Yeah, the interview is getting hot, guys. But you see, viewers, and Zakes, your question is it's very good. The fact of the matter and the reality is that I want it to be very clear, kuwe my brother, nakuwo wonke umuntu ukuthi kahle kahle ayikho into special ngoCyril Ramaphosa, ayikho into special ngoMabuza, ayikho into special ngogedle ihlekisa, because bonke laba ekugcineni bavotelwa yithi. You understand? Now, the reason why sibavotela thina ukuthi sibabeke in those positions, it is because we see their capabilities, and then we believe that this person can actually deliver on these concerns. So the power lies within the community. So umphakathi, we are very important. We are the reasons why our leaders, political leaders, get their salaries. Yingako ngiyengizame ukuthi before ngiya kumphakathi ngiyangithanda ukuqala kubo. Qala ingako ngibabhalela so that uma ngifika kumphakathi ngibe nama progressive reports, ngibe i-communication channel that they can use through this Dupo. You understand? That is the plan. But I don't think Zakhele they see it that way, boy. I don't know how they see it, but that is how mina ngifisa ngakhona. It is very unfortunate because mina nangiemphakathini, guys, as I have shown you letters, I can only report the truth.
Nothing else.
The reason why I'm still standing today, it is because of my loyalty and honesty to the community. Angeke ngize ngithi Zakhele awuthami ngizokutshela into because ngifuna ukuimpress. Ngizokutshela into by its true nature. that is one of the reasons mhlawumbe why ngibona ngathi ngiba problem with leadership, because I tell it like it is and it should be like that.
Yes.
So when as man ngizoya emphakathini ngibhlungu ngoba ngifika umphakathi ngutshela ukuthi iTebe iyavala, ngitshela ukuthi iGrootvlei iyavala, ngitshela ukuthi Sibanye is under care maintenance, kodwa kuko konke lokho there's a question ezovela kulo mphakathi, and question ezovela izothi Dupo, what is the plan in terms of creating employment opportunities? That is why I wanted these leaders, so that ngiyazi ukuthi those are the questions engizovela ngizohlangabezana nazo. So unfortunately they are rejecting that platform. So umphakathi will decide, my brother. Umphakathi will decide ukuthi ubeke bani in power, and umphakathi will decide ukuthi what next. The power lies within the community, and mina as Dupo, it is my job to always remind the community ukuthi the power is in you. It is us who can make a better Dipaliseng, and it is us who can assist in destroying it.
Yeah, thank you. Sbuda, there was a time that there was figure inhlangano kind of like it do, but you know is in a phone whereby still ukuthi sifuna si register basifaka ku database bazo engage nama stakeholders wethu basithulela umsebenzi bazothuthukisa iBalfour leyo inhlangano igama layo iPret uma izele location sine house eyidupu okuyiyo esirepresenta kuzo zonke izinto. So if umuntu azoza ku community mele aqale kwabakhulu azireport ukuthi yena uphetheni uzoyenzani, bamtshela abaphethe ukuthi sinako lokho noma asinako. So ngikena engage nabo, maybe to try ukuthi man engage nabo nilwe nale number le ekhona la unemployment, because nabo beze na same method, same strategy, so ukuthi bona bazolwane nendaba bazosifunela umsebenzi and all this stuff. Ba engage nani
Mr. Zakele, those people, my brother, I was there. Yeah, nasifika le structure win. Unfortunately, there was no form of engagement. And it is true the way you pose your question. The very same organization okhuluma ngayo VukaL0va1 a practical radical economic transformation. In short, PRED.
Yeah.
The organization, ama objectives wayo, ama views wayo are exactly as Dupo. You are correct. Unfortunately, there was no form of communication between Dupo and PRED. But what is disappointing kakhulu okuzwisa ubuhlungu ukuthi our leader, our executive was there to open and welcome this organization. Ngazibuza mina nguDupo ukuthi how manje ngoba le PRED ukhuluma le language mina engikhulumayo uyikhuluma in my territory, in my township, in my municipality, in my hall, without me knowing why should it be like that? And I believe when Zakele, maybe somewhere at the back of my head, maybe if ngabe mhlambe iPRED yeza ngendlela right, mhlawumbe ngabe yaphila, mhlawumbe ngabe khona kasaya khona, ngoba uPRED bekumele nakafika angitshela athi ndoda mina nguPRED ngi-advocate unemployment ne-skills development ne-economic development provincially. Wena uDupo advocate skills development, unemployment, local economic development, local. Ukuphi izini inkinga zakho, yini ama challenges wakho? Ngimtshela uPRED ukuthi iPRED mina ama challenges wami nguDupo nawa nala kodwa imission yami la ngifisa ukuzibona khona yila nala. Wena ke ndoda unganginceda kanjani, mina ngakunceda kanjani? Mhlawumbe ubudlelwane besizobakha mina noPRED ngoba yena uprovincial besingakhona ukwakha ubudlelwane bokuthi khona ukuthi kusuka abafowethu laba bayosebenza eWitbank, khona ukuthi kusuka abafowethu eWitbank bazosebenza eDipaliseng. Maybe that was the relationship and platform besizoyicreate. So angimazi mfowethu uPRED ukuthi wafika kanjani, wangena kanjani, mara ngiyazi ukuthi wafika ku-executive mayor, but mina there was no form of communication between myself and PRED, and I still desire even today ngisafisa ukuthi ngathi ngake ngihlale noMasofa. Ngiyafisa ukumazi noMasofa wena Mr Zakes. Yeah, noMasofa ngiyafisa ukumazi mfethu. Ngeke ngimuzwe noMasofa ukuthi kahle kahle Masofa, what is your passion in terms of community development? So maybe I will have that opportunity, maybe I won't. Time will tell.
Yeah, it's got to
yes, time will tell.
So Mabude, the reason why ngokubuza ngePret. Yes, my fake Pret abantu ababeka phambili executive yePret abantu esibaziyo, and one of those guys was a member of D.M.P. The reason why I'm posing this question, it ibonakale kithi we community, the reason why we accept iPret bonakale ngathi engage because one of your members is there as an executive. So akusicacisele lapho ukuthi how your member from D.M.P to Pret usuka kanjani ezingapha kule nhlangano ephethe same objectives, ephethe same mission, but athathe lezi zinto lezi azimikise ngapha. Bekangazimikisi ngapha ku Pret ukuthi nibambisane as much as usho le chain leyo oyibhekile njengoba lapha ku executive.
I understand your question, Mr. Zakes, and I understand why you would ask that question and where you come from. And the answer for that is as you ask it. Why is a former executive of your structure D.M.P was there?
Yeah.
By that time, that man already, he was a former executive of D.M.P. At that time, the gentleman you are referring to, who was my former chairperson at D.M.P, he was no longer the chairperson of D.M.P. I don't know the reasons why he decided to resign from D.M.P. He was not fired, azange axoshwe, azange saxabana, yena what decided to resign, and he resigned. And then few months down the line, we saw him coming to the Palisane with Pret, and we saw him as one of the local leadership. Pret. Nathi as D.M.P were surprised to say, but this person bekaku executive yethu, lama objectives lawa appreciate iPret yona la wethu. So we don't know, maybe and he knew before iPret is which is was, I don't know, my brother, but it created a confusion vele kumphakathi to say why lo muntu ngoba simazi alaphana kuleya mkhakha, why sekalaphana. But the reality is that by that time he had already resigned from the structure set D.M.P.
Yeah, iyazwisiseka. Yeah, Mabuda Prawan here before we through. Here's another question. Kune business forum like and a business forum na uyakhona ukuthi mawutholela uma opportunity ukuthi banikwe amathenda bathola umsebenzi. So iyan recognize bayeza kini basho ukuthi na umsebenzi esutholile, then nina ngasitholela abantu abangaka esibafuna efieldini, iskill esisifunayo sinje bukhona ubudlelwane la.
When I'm Mr. Zakes Aucham, on that one I would be very honest with you. Bukhona ubudlelwano on some of the business people,
yeah,
but abukho on everyone. So sekuya ngokuthi nge-recognition, I mean angithatha kanjalo ukuthi that person waleyo company we recognize or not, yeah. But there are people ebathina abanomsebenzi like abo izindonga ze-Africa, uyasifonele i-owner izindonga ze-Africa, siyaza kumaya abolisiamo they call. So bakhona abanye thina abanawo umsebenzi basithinte ukuthi emandupo sicela nis-assiste, sidinga abasebenzi of 1 2 3 skill, and then we provide them with people of that skill.
Okay, can you illustrate for me or explain what is LEDF? LEDF, it's Local Economic Development Forum. A Local Economic Development Forum, when as it is a broad structure, and it is a structure of the municipality. It belongs to the municipality because it is a structure that it is recognized by the Structures Act of the municipality. Yingako i-LEDF, chairperson we-LEDF executive mayor.
Now that is one of the contributing factors why isimo sethu edipaliseni isibona singabi ngcono, because sine structures fana nabo LEDF that is chaired by the executive mayor. It is monitored by the LED unit of the municipality, but the municipality is not supporting the LED structure. So angeke iphili LEDF uma ngabe u-executive mayor akayiphilisi, ukuze iphile LEDF kumele iphiliswe u-executive mayor, because that is the chairperson we-LEDF. Yabo, i-LEDF, i-Local Economic Development Forum, inama portfolio chairs ngaphansi. Ngikhuluma nawe nje njengoba ngu-chairperson we-DUPU, I am also the portfolio chair we-LEDF. I am the transversal portfolio chair. You would transversal issues. You would have portfolio chair of mining, you would have portfolio chair of manufacturing, you would have a portfolio chair of SMME development, you would have a portfolio chair of transversal issues, which is myself. And then you will have a co-chairperson, then you will have the chairperson of the LEDF, which is the executive mayor. It is the duty of the executive mayor and the LED unit. LED unit is Kulumango MMC, where LED. Kulumango director, where LED. Kulumango LED officer. Bonke labandlabo. It is an LED unit of the municipality. Go umsebenzi wabo ukuthi ba craft ba draft izinto ezifana nabo municipal economic development plan. Ngikhuluma nawe nje asinayo economical plan, so umasipala onjani, so umasipala uplan ukudevelopa kanjani, umasipala withanga na economic development plan. So ayiphili LEDF mfowethu ilento engichazela yona, but ayiphili because okumele ayiphilise ku executive is not doing that. Yes.
Okay. If we can get the recognition kuwo wonke lama forum, kuwo wonke lama stakeholders, nani ninikwe recognition, something can come up.
I believe so.
Let's go here to this other question. Ethi sike salwa sibusiso la location. Silwela izinto ezihlukahlukene. Sa end up asikhona ukuthi si accept president ize la iphafu. Izothila nawo ama issues wethu sisoneke eseswabekile etafuleni ukuthi sifuna lokho sidinga lokho, and mini hospital was part of those things. In which namhlanje sinazo umi president izovakashela indawo 2 times. It means lama problems akuleyo ndawo leyo adinga special attention. So ngokuza kwakhe bokuyi visit or i president isikhona izinto ezitshintshile njengoba yayikhona la.
You see my colleague, as you put it, vele the edipaliseni sibuye kudeni bafethu, sibuye kudeni edipaliseni, silwela ukuthi edipaliseni recognize, silwela ukuthi edipaliseni yazi, silwela ukuthi edipaliseni le potential ekhona within edipaliseni ebe fulfilled. So we made history in the entire South Africa, in the entire country. We are the only place where the president came twice in a space of 6 or 7 months.
True.
But unfortunately, the president has came and gone, but we are still where we were. In fact, we've moved 5 steps back. So it gives me a problem to say, ukubaluleka president ize kahle kahle bekuyini. Ngoba uzile mara we are where we are namanje. We are still the highest township in unemployment. We are still the highest township in unemployment in the entire province. Yet we are a place with potential and esibangani in terms of numbers. We are a place enamaward I6, but we are surrounded by companies but asebenzi. So Ubalawa president, I still ask myself, what was the reason of him coming here, if ever namanje sesebuse challenge?
Yeah. So asazi maybe bekasivakashele to calm us down, and make us what is forgetting ngalama problems asenas, but still today yes affect mele bakwazi lo. So sibude ama-progress report manihleli nama-stakeholders njengoba ushilo ukuthi manihleli there must be a report yokusho ukuthi okulweni kwenu 2011 or 2008 nilwela into eziso nento ezinje ayabuya maybe ama-report ashoyo ukuthi sisazoyenza or ifailile angeke saba khona at all or besinbribe nje angeke zibe khona at all emini hospital or angeke vele nibe nayo ama-project lawo benokhalela.
Yeah, it's a very painful one, yeah, says, because sisikhuluma nje some of our young people kuze kube namhlanje 2019 from ama-riots of 2009-10 sikhuluma some of these people they have criminal records. As a result they are unemployable, yet bebalwela for the greater development and benefit of this township. It is very sad ukuthi till this moment against Zeginex and there is no reports whatsoever. As you would remember ukuthi that is why I included those issues on the letters that I was writing to the executive man, the municipal manager, because now we are concerned to say, but what happened in our issues of mini hospital? Those are the issues what happened to our issues about the police station, because city police during the times about Mr. Natim Tetwa, we were one of the priority municipalities to have the police station, Besu number 2, number 3 in the priority list. But today is Kulumanje, we don't have a police station. Sesbal which number 40 something as per the report. It's a very confusing matter. EGS put Silwela a college yafika nakumele ifike iyahamba, but the leadership yafika iyahamba kanjani seyifikile kithi. And if you ask questions ukuthi, but yes, we've got executive leadership, what initiatives has the executive leadership done to try and prevent that? You seem to be asking the wrong questions. So it is very sad, Chief, because asibabona la mini hospital, asibabona abo police station, asibabona abo shopping mall, and those things are things that will create employment opportunities around our area. So it's very sad, Chief, as this moment asizwa next ngaloko, and nobuholi bethu obusiphethe they show no interest in trying to push those issues.
Yeah, thanks very much Mabuda. Okay, asibuye kule issue enye ethi rawam sibancane leBalfour siyabaleka amawudu wethu nawo njengoshilo ukuthi i6 ama companies esinawo wonke la mase kungasebenziswa indlela nemigomo ekumele ilandelwe kahle singakhona ukuthi sichasheke zonke at least inamba yethu iyafuna. If usine college sisebenzise nama stakeholders around inamba yethu ingaminimize ngoba abanye abantu they decide to go to school, abanye they decide to go to work. So Mabuda ama company lawo esinawo la, it's been years ngikhumbula nami ngintwana soloku angalendlela le yini le sidingayo ukuthi create another companies or attract more companies into our area asisize ngale nkinga esinawo. Yini le sidingayo ukuthi sikhona uku-attract investors, abantu abangeza bavula ama-companies abazofunda amanye ama-companies, small businesses esinawo around la. What is it that we need in order ukuthi sikhande more companies silwe nale way esinayo manje?
Mina, in my view, when I'm Mr. Zakele, in fact, Suhutupo, that is one item that I want to promise everyone that is watching this interview, which we are committing, which we're going to push that issue in whatever level we have. Ngoba nathi siyazibuza ukuthi yini inkinga ukuthi ngikhule ngibe ngaka ngibe neminyaka engaka mara ngiseseneke neblue sky ne-current beef endibhaliseni. What is the problem with sithole company ngasichashela abantu abayi 3000 that would drop it will alleviate poverty. And the question is, what do we need to have such? And the answer to that is very simple. We need competent leaders, brave leaders, strategic leaders, of which I believe I don't see that in our leaders, because the Ntoleo Zakele, it's not a train smash, my brother. You just need yingani ime yase Foslora yase Heidelberg yakuphi yakhona ukuphuma eBulgaria eJapan iyo identifier ama industries angale iyo washela ukuthi guys come to my area, I mean come and invest, I can give you land, nina come and invest in chasha abantu bam. The only thing you need is an executive mayor and a municipal manager and a CFO that is clever, that would think on going outside the borders of South Africa. So it is not happening currently in the Palisang because sisaloma personal politics, my brother. And I understand why siloma personal politics, because isikhathi sihamba iminyaka iyahamba. And iminyaka iyahamba isikhathi sihamba ilokishi lime one place I'll develop. So the reason why singakhona ukuthi sibe na such is because our leaders are not prioritizing that. But I believe ukuthi nakungake kuthiwe nangumeya wethu uphumile uye phesheya kwelanje wherever uyo identify ukuthi iphi industry angayishela ukuthi ize kade. We need that. The company sichashela abantu abayi 3000 nje to alleviate poverty, but it's not happening.
So lama stakeholders is now, even if we can add 1 or 2 or 3, as long as we recognize the right people and everything down. So for us, it which is a closure young into can ngakhona ukunginika iplan eleni for this year beside umasipala yini le ebenifuna ukusenzela yona nina isi community enisitshelele ukuthi this is what we need to give you ningabantu indlela esifuna ukunisebenzela thina siyiduphu yile izinto esifuna ukunika zona siyiduphu yilezi into esiyifunayo kini ezi community yilena lena.
The objective of DUPO and mission of DUPO, it has always been one thing. It's very simple thing. We advocate unemployment and skills development. Our objective is to see a high volume of people, local people, occupying positions in all available employable positions as Corneli Palising. You asked a question, Ama company locals, do they recognize us when it comes to employment? And I said no, they don't. The reason why I seek food and I tweet by 7 it's so that as it is, my brother, I'm now a master with current beef. Because the reason why I'm now a master with current beef does not want to recognize me as dope. Current beef does not want to recognize me as a structure that is there to verify the locals in terms of employment and so forth. So our plan, our mission, our vision, Gamaspala as we speak now, Gamaspala, the father of all stakeholders, the key stakeholder of the Palising. Singaya manje laphayana now and go and verify people working there. You would find that out of 10 people, you still find 7 from outside, or you would find 6 from outside out of 10. It cannot be correct. It must be like that. That is part of the reasons why it's not developed, because people who are in leadership within administrative Gamaspala, they are not from here. So municipal manager akangazi mina, akazi strata sami, akasazi strata sakho bra wami. Uyangithola, akamazi baba umshwadiwe, akamazi ubaba kaDonda. Ngiyabona akamazi baba uLhlayi. So lo muntu lona uzocabanga kanjani ukuthi estrata saka baba uLhlayi idingakala i-tar road, because akasazi isimo saka baba uLhlayi ukuthi sika kanjani. So that is part of the things that we must change that mentality. And you can get companies to be online and on track. Umasipala yena ngekho online and on track. And ama leaders wethu akhona khona lapho kamasipala bayakubona lo, yet nothing is being done about that. So it gives me a problem out here, because a municipal manager is not from here. Ngiyangajabula nangizwa ukuthi ubaba uTP Mkhwena is the new director, because okay sibona amahrobman wasekazi ayangena kulama top positions. Ngajabula nangizwa ukuthi our former mayor umama uBusimnini is now a director. We want those things. We also would like to see ukuthi kuthiwe municipal managers from Dipaliseng labo bonke labo director. So you have a director we-LED obuya KZN. So i-priority yakhe izoba kanjani ekuphakamiseni i-economy yaseDipaliseng yena kungasiwa la. So those are the things, my brother. Our vision is to ensure ukuthi wonke ama-employment opportunities akhona around Dipaliseng. For as long as we have a person online Dipaliseng who qualifies for that job, that person should be first preference ukuthi angene lapho. For each and every person who lacks skills but desire to acquire skills but lacks money and funding to do that, we are still fighting for the skills development center. And angeke siphumule i-skills development center singakasithuli. Sizoba khona, it is one thing we're trying to assist and boost within if you are not good academically, na skill center bafowethu abathola umsebenzi. Kodwa it is said ukuthi skill centers bakhona but companies are closing down. Where will they explore those skills? Yingakho we need to push leadership to bring in investment. Baphume baye ngaphandle bayolanda lama companies lawo. So there are a lot of issues, Mr. Zakele, that we can elaborate on, but the critical issue and the reality is that iDipaliseng ihlakazekile mfowethu. Mele sikuvume lokho sihlakazekile, kusamele sihlanganene bafowethu ngoba ukuhlakazeka kwethu kusiyenza ukuthi lokishi lingathuthuki. Siyaluza kakhulu bafowethu. Angazi antivirus ukuthi soyithola kanjani nini kuphi.
Yeah, let's hope uvele ncane will give us the best antivirus. Itupu bafowethu ayikhethi ukuthi you are educated, itupu ayikhethi ukuthi une skill, itupu ayikhethi ukuthi wena ubuyaphi. Itupu iziyithi izosinika izinto esizifunayo, abomabule bazinikele ukuthi sizithole zonke into esizifunayo. So wena lapho la ukhona ubhekelele khona, ngicela uzinike isikhathi sokuthi usibhekelele more ngoba sizohlala sikhona sikulethele indaba zasekasi ezifuna ama-solutions. We don't pose the problems, we just bring the solutions. Ilapho siyakhona. Our show name is VukaL0va1, iyavala namhlanje izaphinde ivule ngelinye ilanga. Badala.
Nosbuda na ipresenter yami Zakele Makoko bafethu. Lento ukuthi singa-support i-structure ezithi ziyasinceda la lokushini bafethu. It affect us uyabona njengedupo kanje. Ngabe sabanika i-support enough, ngabe at least imeya yethu yamanje yazi ukuthi idupo i-capable of doing what bafethu. So sibonile sivelele into eyiningi sekugcina kuza ama-organizations wangaphandle yabo-pret afike lana azohlala ngabantu ahlale ngabantu ahambe bafethu ngenxa yokuthi thina indlala iyasicontrola. Omunye makathi le siyale bafethu. Asike sizameni ukuthi siDipaliseng sike sibambane sibe yinto enye. Sikhona ukuthi noma ubani athi udestroya ikasi sikhona ukuthi siphakame sonke hayi ukuthi abanye bazohamba naye abanye bayele bafethu because asiphumeleli kamampela imisebenzi yonke iyavala sizoyaphi manje njengoba usibuda athe kuzovala siyaphi akunikhola soya khona. So manje isikhathi sokuthi nathi sisukume mangabe kunento ofuna ukuyibeka njengomphakathi waseDipaliseng uze lana uresearchile istory sakho ufike sizoku-interviewa thina ukhona ukubeka indaba yakho khona wonke umuntu wala emhlabeni akhona ukwazi ukuthi kwenzakalani eBhalfu because ifihlekile bafethu akekho umuntu owaziyo ngayo ine-talent inayo yonke into. So VukaL0va talk show is here for you bafethu. VukaL0va is going to change iBhalfu. VukaL0va is going to make a difference lana bafethu. All we need is your support. If unento ofuna ukuyisho noma ufuna ukuyibeka, you can call me as the producer yale show. Anything you wanna bring on the table, just come, Faith. Just come. We fight this. We are here to make a change. 2019. bafethu angeke kusafana na previous years. 2019 izohluka konke iminyaka because izinto soziyenza ngokuhluka manje. Sicela ukuthi ni support, sicela ukuthi iDupo nincede lapho municipality, ncedani iDupo ikhona ukuthi itholele abantu umsebenzi, nifake bomakareni, nifake bomajuzi, nifake kuzo zonke i-stakeholders ikhona bakhona ukuthi bancede abantu because nibonile basimisele ngomsebenzi wabo. Mangabe niyabalahla kanje bafethu, VukaL0va ithi here izoyenza umsebenzi wayo nayo because ispan sethu ukuthi silethe uchange wegasi. Asihambi no-organization, asihambi nani, sihamba nomphakathi ukuthi ubuyaphi ifuna indaba ufuna ukuyibeka phasi, you can come to VukaL0va Talk Show. VukaL0va is for you, the policing. Tada.
First up, we're gonna bring a big tune from a man called